Hari Om and welcome, dear seekers in the divine. Today's topic for sharing is self-surrender and absolute happiness. We will start with a small prayer to the divine, being the most auspicious period for the worship of the divine, the feminine form of the divine, God as mother, and the topic of surrendering at her divine feet. सर्वमंगलमांगल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थसाधिके शरण्ये त्र्यंबके गौरी नारायणी नमोस्तुते। सृष्टिस्थितिविनाशानां शक्तिभूते सनातनी गुणाश्रये गुणमयी नारायणी नमोस्तुते। शरणागत दीनार्थ परित्राण परायणे सर्वस्यार्ति हरे देवी नारायणी नमोस्तुते। शूलेन पायनो देवी पाहि खड्गेन चाम्बिके घण्टास्वनेन न पाहि चापज्ञानी स्वनेन च। ॐ या कुण्डेन्दुतुषारहारधवला या शुभ्रवस्त्रावृता या वीणावरदण्डमण्डितकरा या श्वेतपद्मासना या ब्रह्माच्युतशङ्करप्रभृतिभिर्देवैः सदा वन्दिता सा मां पातु सरस्वती भगवती निःशेषजाडयापहा। So this most auspicious occasion, this period, in fact, every period is auspicious, every moment is auspicious. Auspicious as in when the self, the little I, the little ego, what one considers as I, me, myself, can be offered at the feet of the divine. Sage Ramana Maharshi has always said that the quickest and the fastest way to realizing your own true nature, being in self-abidance, realizing the self, is through self-inquiry, finding out who am I, where from does this ego arise from. The simplest and the most direct. But that is not a path that is suitable for all seekers in the divine. There are a lot of seekers who are very emotionally connected with that supreme reality from that cosmic love perspective. and are not oriented towards the inquiry. Hence, sage Raman Maharshi had advocated the second path of self surrender too. And he said that the path of self surrender is as efficacious as the path of self inquiry and will lead to the same goal, to find out who you truly are. Because in self surrender, when one offers oneself at the feet of the divine, then the ego thins out and disappears. Initially, there is the dualistic aspect where the mind is offering that love to the outside, God as mother, or God as the father, or God as anyone. It's any aspect of that reality can be seen. That love has to be there. And then when that surrender is there, essentially, what is there to surrender? What is there to surrender? You are not this body, this mind, this intellect. You are that absolute reality, that cosmic pure awareness, here and now, which is ever present, ever real, ever supreme, which cannot be vanquished. But as long as that I-ness and that limited feeling that I am this body mind is there, the offering of whatever is, one considers oneself as this, if that can be offered, and by saying, all is thine, I am thine, thy will be done. You can play on this instrument, O Divine Lord, O Divine Goddess, and play the instrument of life on this, in the beautiful form and in whatever form you wish. And I offer myself completely and totally at your divine feet. When everything is offered, the mind, the body, the mind, the intellect, what else is there to offer? Then the goddess bestows the grace, the benediction of love, which then removes all the negativities that are there, all the desires that are there. All that stands in the way of revealing who you truly are. That supreme reality is what is your true nature here and now. And when that is vanquished, all the desires are gone. It reveals that nature of yours which is absolute happiness. Sat Chit Ananda. Absolute existence, absolute consciousness, and absolute bliss. this very moment, let us, as seekers in the divine, make this strong resolve that we will offer this whatever little that we consider as I, mine, unto the feet of the divine. And say, do as you may. And use this instrument to function in this material universe as you wish, O Lord. Then one will see the beautiful music that plays through this instrument. Because then there is no interference of this I, me, myself that comes in play. And in doing so, even the outward manifestation of the world is replaced, because everything is seen in a more new light. Circumstances change to reveal beauty in everything. One begins to see everyone as oneself, not the other, and that love flows through. This is the most beautiful and the most loving aspect. In Hindi, it's diversing a little bit from what is in Hindi. The word surrender means, sar means the head. Render is you're rendering it. So you render your head at the feet of the Divine Mother, at the feet of the Divine Lord, in whatever form it may be. When you say the head, you mean the mind, the ego, the I, that considers that this is me, the limited. When you essentially are the unlimited, the infinite, cosmic reality, as pure awareness. Then she bestows that grace, and the Lord bestows His grace from the unmanifested into the manifest form of this limited. The limited becomes the unlimited, because the limited was never limited. It was only considered as the limited. Because you are boundless. You are eternal. You are that supreme reality. Temporarily considering that you are caged within this body, mind, intellect. Not really. You truly are that supreme reality. There has to be conscious awareness of this. And when that reality dawns, that clarity dawns in full force, it is considered in parlance language as self-realization. There is nothing to realize. The self is the self. You are that self even here and now. But because of a variance, one feels that I am not, so there is something to realize. And then when that realization dawns, the clarity of vision is so strong. There is only laughter and love and joy. And an outpouring of love. May this auspicious period be a precursor for everyone, all the seekers in the divine, to work towards that pure self-surrender, which will ultimately lead into the inquiry anyway. Because when the I gets thinned out by the surrender of this little I, there is nowhere to hide. Automatically the mind looks for itself and then goes inwards into that source, goes inwards into that very source from where the I arose. So the self-surrender leads to the inquiry automatically. One doesn't have to do anything. And immediately that when the mind turns inwards and seeks the source, the truth is revealed in its true form. Thank you very much, dear seekers in the divine. Let us all work towards revealing what we truly are, because that is the only and only purpose of this existence in this bodily form. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnaat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shantish Shanti Shantihi. Harihi Om.